Now at 5:30, pension reform. We're taking an in-depth look at where things stand in the state pension lawsuit, whose outcome could impact every Rhode Island taxpayer. WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi has been following this issue now for 5 years. He joins us now with more. Ted, you know, we've been hearing a lot of talk over the past couple of weeks about the push to reach a settlement in this case. Where does that stand right now?
Well, it's important, Mike, for people to remember just how high the stakes are in this case. The pension overhaul law passed in 2011. It saved taxpayers roughly $4 billion, and it impacted the livelihoods of workers and retirees, tens of thousands of them. Now, both sides are worried about losing, which is why we're seeing this push to settle. The big change has been the involvement of former Rhode Island Supreme Court Chief Justice Frank Williams. He was appointed by the judge less than a month ago, and he's quickly put together this new settlement proposal to avoid a trial. Voting on that settlement is now over, but the judge has issued a gag order, so we still don't know whether the settlement has been approved.
So I guess the question everybody has is, when do you know we'll have an outcome in all of this?
I'm expecting to hear sometime this week. You know, the lawyers are due back in court on Thursday, which would be a natural time for them to brief the judge on where things stand. And they're up against the clock. I mean, the trial is supposed to start April 20th, so they want to settle before that, the people who are in favor of it.
All right, so you've mentioned former Chief Justice Frank Williams' involvement in the case. Who's looking into paying for his efforts?
So I was taking a look at this today, and I haven't learned as much as I'd like to, but he's currently getting about $146,000 a year pension for his years as a judge, but that doesn't cover this effort to settle the case. A court spokesman tells me the parties in the suit, the state and the unions, are on the hook to pay Williams for his work. I asked the governor and the treasurer how much the hourly rate is, but neither of them were able to give me any information on it.
All right, WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi. Ted, thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.